Okay. If you run two Ubuntu servers with two different apps, how can I access two different server, two different public IPs, right? What is the confusion here? Okay, let's log in now. Are you practicing Docker? Practice in labs. Okay, practice in labs. A very important. The concept is not easy to understand without practice even. So every day we'll get a clarity. Not possible to understand 100% Docker in one day. So we have to wait. We have to practice and wait. Patience is required. Now try to learn in one day entire Docker. Day by day, we can improve here. Let's increase the volume also. Azure clear, right? Azure networking, Azure storage and all clear, right? I hope you maintain a good record, right? Yeah. So you are paying extra for multi-cloud, right? I know that. So we have to justify that. Otherwise, you may feel like taking AWS DevOps is enough. Why multi-cloud? If you're not justifying, if you are okay, only AWS is fine now at this time, waste of your efforts. Again, if you want to start Azure and GCP, it's not possible to learn at the time. The time came, utilize it, spend more time. Okay. Excuse me. ఆయన ఒకసారి పిలవా లోపలికి వచ్చి చూసి వెళ్ళండి అక్కడి నుంచి కాదు ఫ్యాన్ ఆన్లో ఉందా ఓకే ఓకే Okay, guys, let's get started now. The process of Docker. So, any questions on yesterday concept? Any questions? Yesterday concept? No questions, huh? Oh, great. Anyone qualified here? Test? How many of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 members qualified. Oh, great. Just I want to understand one thing is, say honestly, did anyone use mobile? Others? Okay. I'm not sure how 73 is possible for 75. Even if I write that exam, for me also maybe get 70 only. I don't know. It's a weird. One of my student, third, fourth, I think. Still he's in AWS batch only. Not at started DevOps. How he got fourth rank? Not at started DevOps. Still AWS Lambda also not at started. S3 bucket only completed. He got fourth rank. How? I don't know, guys. What's going on? This time only, I really surprised by seeing this. Rank number 8. Same. Present AWS going on batch. Rank number 11 also. How? They don't know what is Git. AWS only given 20 questions. Remaining 55 DevOps. Kubernetes is very difficult. I have given. Lambda very difficult I have given. VPC peering very difficult I have given. How they got 73, 71? The surprise thing is whoever got 73, 71, 69, they're still now doing AWS only. In between Terraform something, not yet completed even DevOps course. A 50, 45, I agreed. The score is correct. 50 range, I okay. I thought highest score maybe we maybe got 55, 56 only. I didn't expect even 60 also. The paper I know, right? Very difficult paper I have given. I know that. 73. No sleep night for me. How? How 73? Huh? Not at all possible. I have given paper tomorrow exam, not today night only. Today night only I have given paper for tomorrow exam. Not possible. Even paper leak also to all are scenario based questions only. I don't know. Still, I don't know how. I don't know. In my company, my senior, he got 49. Just he test yesterday. He okay. Let me check. Give me the paper. He said I have given. He got 49. I got 68. Frankly speaking, I given paper. I got 68. How 73? Yeah. I literally worried now. Okay. God gift. If anyone check the paper, you can understand. It's not at all possible, guys. 73 is not at all. Anyway, maybe they did hard work. So we have to appreciate it only. If everything is went good, na, we have to finally appreciate it. Understand? But again, the thing is, batch not yet completed. This is surprise. Okay, batch completed 1 year back. Still, they're doing practice, Kubernetes, Docker, Jenkins, Terraform, Git, and all. I can understand. But still, batch is going on. How difficult, guys? You are doing practice right every day. How difficult to manage the things? Maybe random answers also, maybe sometimes. Vardhan got 56. Navin got 53. I got 68. Okay. Just I'm saying. Random, how will you get 70? I don't know. Maybe they did hard work here. Okay, Docker is running now. No, no, invigilation strict only. Everyone is saying invigilation strict only. No mobile is allowed, right? That's then invigilation is very strict. Paper only I have given. No, no, nothing is there, right? Correction. I don't know who did this. In this case, they, no, no, in my course only I'm saying that, na, present. Okay, okay. So let's go to any questions for yesterday? Yesterday class? Okay. Guys, please focus half an hour continuously. I'm not checking chart. This is very important. Please don't send any messages for half an hour. Concentrate first. And yeah, I have given paper. That's what I'm confident. Not possible 73. Okay. Anyway. So just focus 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to discuss now the things. So guys, I'm taking, sorry, paper effect. Docker, right? Docker pull Nginx. See, very interesting class this is. You may get a clarity. Again, 10% today. Every day we can improve the knowledge, okay? Yeah. Docker pull Nginx IFI. Docker pull Nginx. Okay. Now, how to check images? So don't send any messages. I can explain only. Just half an hour, understand. So you can revise the things. Okay. I will give time after 20 minutes. Any questions? I will spend 5 minutes. Whatever questions. You can note down if any questions are there. The main reason chart to everyone is enabled. If you ask, others may divert. That's what. Docker images to check images. I'm able to see image. Now, if you want to check more information of the image, the command is docker inspect command. Docker inspect command will work to check the more information of image. Okay. Docker inspect Nginx. Okay, guys. So if you can see here, Docker inspect Nginx. Okay. So this is the image SHA code ID, the background. And now you can see here created. And now this is the comment anyway. If you can see, no Docker version here. Environmental variable for this. CMD is Nginx -G daemon off. I will tell you what it is. And now maintenance is Docker providers, Nginx Docker providers. And now OS is what? Linux, running on Linux. So these are the information, okay, we have now. Now guys, I clearly told you, right? If you run a container, the container running status depends on the inside running process. Remember this point always. Now, let's run a container first. Okay. So my end images are there, right? I'm going to start docker run -dt -p. I'm giving port number also, allocating port also 81 80. So I'm giving Nginx. So my container has started now. You can check container also more details. Same command, inspect container ID. So before that, you can run docker ps to check running containers. And now this is my container ID. So if you want to check images, docker inspect image more information, If you want to check container more information, Docker inspect give container ID. So in this case, I'm able to see my Docker container information now. You can see here. Yeah, from here. Yeah, here. Same. This is the ID. And if you can see, arguments are Nginx. State is what? Status is running. Image is this one, running from image shardcode image. And now you can see this is the host path. Where I told you, right? By default path on EC2 instance, the images will be stored varlib docker. Containers also varlib docker. And next, platform is Linux. And these are the networking. If you can see, port is binding on what? 80. So if you can see, this is the networking information anyway, by default networking information. So exposed port is 80. CMD is Nginx. Image is Nginx. So these are the information. Already we have seen same information in the image. Now this is important. Which network it is running on? Bridge network. Remember, networking time we will discuss. What is bridge network? What is host network and all. Okay. So by default, the background bridge network will work. Okay. We'll discuss later what is bridge network and all. Okay. So now how to access this? Localhost 81. I'll get a response. Nginx response. Okay. Now you tell me, can I run like this? Hmm? This is what? This port is what? This port is localhost port, where the request is enter into the EC2 instance. Means instance port. This is what? Container port. Now can I give same ports? Is there any problem? Now see, yeah. Now how to access? Remove this 81. By default 80 no need to give, right? Running. Running an 80 port, running an 81 port. Now see here. Now I'm inside of EC2 instance, right? Let's install Nginx-y. Systemctl start error. Why? Tell me why. Why I'm unable to start my Nginx server? Yes. Port 80 already running for one container. Understand? This is container. Sorry, this is server. This is container. So now Nginx is running on 80 port. Clear now? So user is here. So while running this container, so I have given localhost port is what? 80. You can give any port localhost port, but container port should be same. This is should be application default port only. This is you can give any port, no problem. So now while accessing time, how to access? Public IP 80. Public IP 80 means this port is not container port. This is localhost port. Understand? So the request will enter into localhost port. This is port forward to what? 80. Port forward means what here? -P localhost port colon target port. Target means container port. Okay, localhost port you can give anything. 81, 82, 82, whatever you can give. Container port you should give same. Container port is what for Nginx 80. Understand what I'm trying to say? So you can give 81 also. 82 also. Now 80 is already busy with container. Busy for container localhost. Again I have installed in the server directly Nginx. By default Nginx will take which port number to start? 80. But 80 is allocated for the container for localhost port forward, right? So this is not possible to run. Clear the concept now? Yeah. So localhost port already busy with for container port forwarding. So in this case, if you can use the same localhost port, not possible to install in the same server until you can change the port number. You can change Nginx port number and you can try 81, 82 and all. Clear till here, this concept. Online, if you clear, give CC so that we'll move for the further concept. How to understand containers and all. Perfect. Okay. So this 81, yes, you can give any port, no problem, your wish. In the port range is there, right? Port ranges. I think 65,536 something, 02. You can give any port in between. IPv4 only. Don't give something 60,000 and all. Just give one number, 81 or 82 for easily remember. Tell me your question. Quickly. Prepare a question, guys. Again, I have a question. I need to wait for your question. No, prepare a question directly. Okay, let's get started next. Clear, guys? What is localhost port and all? Okay, perfect. So this is not at all possible to start until change this port number or existing port number. Once port forwarding is done, 81 or 82 or 83, is it possible to modify or not? This is your work for tomorrow. Understand? I have given port forward for localhost and container port. Localhost have container port anyway, not possible to change. Your application default port. Later you can change required. I want to change localhost port once I already allocated. Is it possible or not to check? Your question is your work today. Clear? Till here? Okay. Okay. So inspect command also clear, right? To know more information for the container, to know more information for the image, we can check inspect command. Okay. So let's take a Jenkins now. Okay, Jenkins. So let's go to Docker Hub. Okay, Docker Hub. Okay, let me show you one thing before. Guys, this is I'm taking directly Nginx image. That means what exactly Nginx is prepared the background. So Nginx image provided by Docker providers. How they prepare this Nginx image? OS plus Nginx install, which is equal to Nginx image, right? Right or not? OS plus Nginx install, which is equal to Nginx image. So in this case, Docker Hub This is my Nginx image. So if you can come here now guys, let's click on this Nginx tags. So these are the different versions Nginx. Okay, Nginx latest is this one. So you can click here, for example, no, latest is where newest. So this is the latest, okay? And you can click on this. Yeah. So if you can see here, mm, yeah, everything is come blank only. Excuse me. I'm checking actually. OS details. Again, they're taking from. Okay. So they're taking Debian OS. Okay, operating system is Debian. Debian also there. Okay. So they're running on Debian. So if you can see Debian, okay, you can check Debian OS. So they are developed on Nginx image on Debian OS. Understand? So Debian OS also supports apt commands. Understand? Debian also comes from Ubuntu family only. So apt commands. Okay? Yeah. We can develop our Nginx image also. For example, see, give Docker file to prepare Nginx. So they're taking Debian OS. On top of that, they're installing is what? Nginx. After that, some configuration file. After that, expose IT. After that, we can start Nginx process. Instead of taking this, what you can do? Directly you can take Nginx image. If you want to develop your Nginx image, take OS, install Nginx. Give CentOS for example. Take CentOS image. CentOS means Amazon Linux, Red Hat. These are CentOS family. So M commands will run. So take CentOS, OS. On top of that, install Nginx. And expose IT, start Nginx. Understand the difference what I'm trying to say? So we have a two options and start Nginx. Two options. Take directly Nginx image or take OS from the scratch you can develop. Understand the difference? So if you want to develop your own image, you should write Docker file. Clear the concept now? Yeah. Same thing. Let me show you. Docker pull Python. Python, if I'm not giving any version means which image it will take? Latest. Okay. Now, this Python prepared by Docker providers. Now, this is ready-made image I'm taking, right? Directly Python. Definitely this Python is hosted on one OS, right? The background. Okay, I'm taking directly image. So definitely to provide Python image for us, definitely they have written Docker file the background, right or not? Or if I give task, I need a Python image prepare means you should write a Docker file. Same, they should also write a Docker file. They have already written Docker file. That's what you are able to use Python. Right or not? Okay. Okay. Next. Let's go to here Python now. Docker Hub. Okay. Tags again is what? Latest. This one just now. Okay. I have, downloaded. So definitely this Python also run the background one OS, right? Let's go. This is the Docker file. This is the Docker file. So you can see here some they are calling environmental variable somewhere. Definitely it should be deployed on one OS. Let's check here. Same Debian. Okay, this Docker file also running on Debian OS. So for what they have written this Docker file? For Python image. See here, CMD is for what? Python. Guys, tell me one thing. Python 3 command is interactive command or not? Simple Python 3 command is interactive command or not? Huh? If you don't know, simply go to instance, run Python 3. You can understand. It's interactive or not? Interactive or not? Interact. So in this case, if I want to exit from here, what should I do? Control C. Now Python process killed or not? Not Control C. Control D, I think. No process kill or not? Python notepad process kill or not? Yes. So Python 3 command is interactive or non-interactive? Process will run or not until you stop. Now if I run my Python image as a container, it's continuously run or not? Or it will stop? Just guys, you can understand. Server container same. If you are having any questions, simply the Docker file inside. See the Docker file. Which command is there? Python 3. Come here. Directly give inside EC2. Same, how EC2 is going to run, same container also will run. Here EC2 will take only Python dependencies only. Lot of dependencies are running to execute this process. EC2 also will take Python dependencies. Container also will take Python dependencies. So definitely here process, inside container process also same. Now it is continuously running or not? Yes. Now you tell me, Control D, Python 3 hyphen version. This is continuously executing process or not? No. Clear or not? Show and exit. Now the CMD command is there, right? If I give Python 3 space hyphen version, if they give the Docker file, if they give Python 3 hyphen version, okay, that the container is continuously run or stop? Stop. Clear now? Understanding? Okay. So in this case, you don't focus on the Docker file. I'll show you some scenarios. First, understand the Docker container behavior. Then we can go for Docker file concept. Clear? Okay. So what I'm going to do now, you don't focus on the Docker file. Once again, I'm saying, you just focus on the container behavior only. Okay. Let me take this one. Once again, I'm saying you don't focus on the Docker file. Okay. ls va Docker file. Paste. Okay. So container inside executable command is cmd instruction command. Whatever command is there inside the cmd, This command only executed inside container. Understand? And second point, this is Docker file, right? How to create image? Build a Docker file. If I build a Docker file, image will create. If you run a container, if you run a image, container will create. And remember very important 2 points I'm going to highlight now. Docker file inside CMD or entry point. These two instructions will execute inside the container only. Remaining all commands will execute at the time of build. Okay? Focus now what I'm saying. You don't focus on instructions now. Understand behavior of the container. If I run container with this command, with this Docker file, my container continuously run or stop? Let's see now. Okay? Okay. Okay, before that, my end already Docker images. Python is there, right? My end already. So Docker run -dt Python. No port forward required, right? This is OS image only. There is no process to give port forward. Nginx, HTTP, this and all we can give. Okay, container has started. Now let's understand. Container is running or not? Now this block is there, right? This block represents CMD command. Clear now? This block represents CMD command. Whatever command is executed inside the container, it will show here when you run Docker PS. Clear now? You may get it out. So this Python image I have taken from the Docker Hub registry. Every time should I go and check what is the CMD and all? No need. We have a command, inspect command, right? Let's check inspect command, you can understand. Docker inspect Python 3 image name. Image name is only Python, right? Sorry. Now let's check the image first. See, image inside CMD instruction able to see or not? You no need to go Docker file. Docker inspect image, check the CMD to understand which process will execute inside the container. Clear or not? No. Yeah. Still my container is running. Why? The Python 3 command is interacted to container. That's what container still running. If you log in the container, if you give Control C command, it will stop. Right or not? Yeah. Clear till here? Let's execute my Python Docker file now. How to execute? Again, I will explain tomorrow the command and all. Docker build -t. I'm giving custom image name now. You don't focus on the Docker command and all, just focus on the process only. Now, if you can see, my Docker file contains how many instructions? How many instructions? 1, 2, 3. When the build time, how many instructions are executed? 2 only. Which one is missing? This one is missing. This command will execute at the time of run only. Now this is artifact. Understand? Artifact. Whenever you require deployment, you can run artifact. Artifact is nothing but what? Ready to deployable. Ready to deployable, you can run one command only, you can run, right? Your Python application is there. Okay, you can deploy now. Means what? Python 3 app.py. Run execution. Until and the don't run. Okay, now I'm going to make it as an artifact. This is artifact now. My app is there, right? Artifact, for example, inside some artifact is there. When I want to execute this, immediately application will run inside by running a CMD instruction. Clear what I'm trying to say? Okay. Now I'm going to run my custom images. My custom image is what? Custom Python. Here, let's run docker run -dt. So give this image name. Clear now? Now you tell me my container continuously run or already stopped. This is my Docker file. From this Docker file only, I have created image. So from this Docker file reference only, I ran a container. Now tell me my container still running or not. Okay. So if you don't know whether container run or not, in this case, what you can do immediately, see here, cmd inside command is what? Python --- version. First run this command inside your local machine, see the behavior. Then you can understand inside the container also. There's Python. Okay, only this is normal Python. Inside my EC2, Python 3 is there, right? But container inside it will run. It's different. Now tell me, this is continuously executable process or already process executed and already kill? Already executed, already kill. Same process will execute inside the container or not? In this case, my container still running or stop already? Let's go on check now. I'm able to see previous one only. How to check stopped container? You can get ps-a from here also we can see. Stopped container. How to see exited? See? Clear the concept now? Huh? Let's go to Docker file. Yes. Okay. Now again, if you do any changes in the Docker file, again you can build, test, and deploy. Again I'm going to build. Again command is docker build -dt custom Python 2. Again give different name. This Docker file, sorry, runtime only we can give -dt. This is tag, image name. Again, two commands only executed. Artifact is ready. When you run, artifact will be executed inside the container. Clear? You tell me this time my container continuously run or stop? Hmm? Let's check. Clear now? Inside process, Python still executing, interacting. Python 3, Python both are same, just versions only different. Now, can I see this CMD instruction through inspect also, my image? Yes, go to Docker inspect. Before run my image name custom Python 2. Clear now? CMD Python. You can check container ID also. Here also you can see CMD. Clear now? The concept is. So many of the students, they are not focused here. Directly go to Docker file. And they will execute multiple times. Why container is started, why container is stopped, why today container is running, why tomorrow container is stopped. They are not focusing on the container behavior. Directly enter into the scene. File, Docker file, Google Docker file, ChatGPT Docker file. Yeah. Clear now? So, for example, if I give this question, I think already given also, I think. After run docker run -dt and image name. So the image is built through this Docker file. Still the container will run or stop or start and stop or stop and start. If I give na, everyone give answer start only. Docker run -dt means background it will run continuously. Answer is start only. Understand? I have given already. No one focusing on this command. CMD is there. Okay, inside container CMD will execute it. Okay, -dt means detached terminal continuously executing container. They're thinking like that. But no one understand inside process is running or not. That process will get a clarity. The same command if you run Linux EC2, you can understand how it will be work inside container also. Clear? Till clear? Yes, please, you can ask any questions if you are having. Don't hesitate. Huh? If I ask this silly question, maybe trainer is thinking different. It's not like that you can ask. Sorry? Both are same. Detached terminal. Little every time different container ID. Every time not different container ID. If you run first time the container, one ID will allocated. Every time if you run same image, different container will create. So the different ID will come. That is very important. Clear? Yeah. So -d, -dt. So I have mentioned here, see, both are all only logs only we can't see, but almost same. This flag runs the container in detached mode, meaning the container runs in the background, and you can continue to use the terminal for other commands. When in detached mode, you won't see the logs in your terminal. You can see -dt. So purpose this combination of -dt and -t, there is allocate sudo tty. There is some behavior when in detached mode you won't interact the terminal directly, but it's useful. You need to allocate a terminal for further connection and interactions. Okay. Without any flag, if you can run, this will be directly interact to host. If you give docker and -d hyphen name container one. Start the container in the background. You won't see any logs terminal, but you can check the later using docker logs command. Yeah, but we are not using at all hyphen D. Just I have updated only. Mostly these two only we are using. Docker directly run also we are not using. These two not using in real time. Only these two. Okay. I'll show if required practically. But not now. In the Docker file time I will explain. Clear the concept now? Okay. And one more thing. Docker ps-a. Am I able to log in this container? Let's try. The command is what? Execution command. Docker exec hyphen it container id bin bash. What is error? Container is not running. Understand? Okay. Next, see, interesting one now. Docker exec hyphen it. Am I able to log in or not? Hmm? Why app here? Workdir app means inside container app all created already. Understand? Okay. So now I'm inside of the container, right? Okay. I'm inside of the container. So my container inside which process is continuously running now? Python process. How to check? ps aux command. Auxiliary. Oh, ps command not found. So how to install? Which Docker file it is? I think Ubuntu only always. Let's go to yeah. This is the command. Okay. There is no dependencies, right? Inside the container. So we are installing now. Let's add the same command. Note after login container, if you want to check the process, so you can check with ps aux command. By default, packet is not available. So to install. Okay. Understanding Docker is not at all easy. I'm trying to inject you this Docker process in your brains with different process. Please focus. Okay. Yeah. Now see here. Let's go and insert the container. I'm inside the container. Okay. PS aux. See, still it is running or not Python process. And PS aux process also running. That's what you are able to see. Understand or not? Alternatively, which one more process is running? Which one is it? That is bin bash. You are interacting to where? Container bin bash. If you are unable to interact, what will happen? What will happen if you are unable to interact bin bash? Again, you will be exit from the container immediately. You are holding the container. Which command? On which command? By using which command you are holding the container now? Bin. So, okay. Let me explain the process in different way. Total 3 processes are running. First process is Python. At the time of container run, my Docker file inside Python it is interacting, so running your container. Second process is what? I have login a container by using which instruction? Bin bash. You are not login using Python instruction. See, to log in a container also, why I'm giving bin bash? To interact to container bin bash continuously, you can there inside a container only. So I'm using which process now to log in container? This process. If this process is not execute now, you are unable to insert the container. But container is running because of not your process, because of this process. Clear what I'm trying to say? This process is for what? Only login container process to execute any commands. If the process is not allowed to log in, you are unable to interact, you are unable to execute any commands. Right or not? Clear or not? Okay. Let's see now. Keep it here. Duplicate tab. Clear now? Still your container running on which command? Python command. That you can see this command. But you are interacting not through Python command. You are interacting through Python command means you are able to see Python terminal directly. Understand what I am trying to say? If you are trying to interact Python terminal, you can give Python 3. You are able to see like here only inside container. But I'm not able to enter inside the container. I'm not trying to log in container through Python command. I'm trying to log in my container to bin bash. If you want to log in any container, why I'm using bin bash? To interact the container to execute any command. That's what the reason. Yesterday you asked, right? Now you can understand the point. Okay. Now, I want to kill Python process. Okay. I want to run Python. I want to kill Python process. How to kill? Again, kill dependency is required. No. Guys, you need to understand very important thing. Everything is related here. If I give exit command, my container will stop or continuously run. Huh? Yeah, see, stop or continuously run? No. Why? You have entered inside the container by using which instruction? Bin bash. Bin bash process will kill only. Still, which process will run? Python process. Yesterday I told you, right? Already running container, if you log in, if you give exit, there is no impact. Why? That inside process container is not running your login command. Clear the point what I'm trying to say now? But I told you one thing, right? But when we should not use the exit command? If you start container from image, if you give bin bash, How many process will run inside? See, what I'm trying to say, understand. Don't give any commands. I'm not asking any commands here. Understand the first process here. This container already running on Python process. You have entered inside the container not using Python process. In this case, your process not create any impact for running container. Clear or not? Okay. If I give exit command, which process will kill? Bin bash process will kill. You have login by using bin bash, right? Bin bash process kill means is there any impact for container run? No, it is running Python process. Clear what I'm trying to say? Okay, next, my image only there. I'm trying to run a container and log in as a container directly. Understand? In that case, how many process will run inside? Only bin bash process only run. You are trying to log in by run plus bin bash. Before that container is not running state. In this case, only one process will run, bin bash process. If you give exit, what will happen? The bin bash will kill, means container will exit. Clear the understand the concept what I am trying to say. Now, if I give exit command, which process will kill? Bin bash. Clear now? Bin bash process kill. But still, I'm able to see Python. I'm able to see Docker PS if I can give. Clear now? Okay. Not yet completed. Wait. Okay. Let's see now what I'm trying to say. Docker images. Custom Python 2 is there, right? Let's run this image by using start command directly now. Docker run -it. Understand? Directly interacting terminal. Docker run -it. See, you may get 10 more % knowledge now. This is very crucial. Docker run -it, which to log in inside the container, definitely one process should run. Otherwise, you are unable to log in. I'm giving common command bin bash to interact. For example, if I give bin b, there is no bin b process inside container. Bin bash you should give, right or not? Clear now? See now, again one more container will create or not? One more container will create or not? From the image 100 times if you run 100 containers will create. Now this command, how it will work? Directly enter inside the container. Right or not? Directly enter inside the container. And before that, see now, before that Python is running, Python 3 is running. Okay. Let's go to execute this now. I'm inside directly now. Container. Okay. Let's give now ps aux command. Will it work now? No. This is fresh container. Again, what should I do? Now tell me, if I give ps aux command, how many process we can see? Except ps aux process we can see, leave it. Remaining, how many process we can see? Clear now? Python process is not running. If I give exit now, my container go to stopped state or not? There is no process. If you give bin bash means kill this process, interaction process. Now there is no other process to run. So immediately container go into exited state. Keep as is. Let's go to other terminal. I will show you by giving docker ps. Now you can understand. Which command is executing now? Bin bash. Clear now what I'm trying to say? Very, very important thing. I'm going to highlight now. CMD command is there, right? CMD command. The CMD command is overridable. Overridable means what? Docker file inside, you are giving Python 3. At the time of run, you can change that. Understand? That will be override. In that override means any one process will run. Before process or this process. So the command I have given, right? Which command? What happened? Okay, here. If you can see the command I have given, right? Which command I have given? I have given. Let's take the Docker file. This is the Docker file, right? What I have executed. From this Docker file only image created, right? Clear now? But at the time of run, I have given command is what? Image is created. Image is created. This image contains this all the instructions as a layer. Layer 1, this instruction, layer 2, this instruction, layer 3, this instruction, all layer combination is one image. Right now? Custom image ready. At the time of run, understand what I'm saying. Docker run -dt custom image. As is Python 3, Python version will execute inside the container. Right or not? Inside the container. Same process. If I run now, instead of dt, if I give it, so I should log in immediately, right? Which command I'm giving? Bin bash. So immediately at the time of run, this bin bash command is there, right? This command will overridable inside CMD instruction. That's what now CMD instead of Python version running which command? Bin bash. That's what when I give docker ps, I'm able to see bin bash. Clear the concept? Let's give docker inspect command. Docker inspect command inside CMD, you are able to see what? Python or bin bash? Huh? Python or bin bash? CMD inside, I mean CMD instruction inside. Python. When it is overridden, when it is overridden at the time of run, if I check container ID, docker ps, this is my container ID, right? Docker inspect, tell me, docker inspect inside also you are able to CMD, right? Which CMD we can see, bin bash or Python 2? Clear the concept now? Done. If you are able to understand this logic, Docker is done, guys. Here only the complex, the place where we can disturb a lot while doing a practice on Docker. CMD is running. CMD is running, but this command is override at the time of runtime. Let me show you. Okay. Now, focus again. Focus again. VI. Concentrate, guys. Okay, understand. I have done some changes. Focus here. Don't think other queries. Just I mean other things might what I'm saying. How CMD is inside executing. How bin bash is coming from where. Don't think like that. First understand this process. After that, you can think. Okay. Now tell me. What should I do? If you do any changes in the file, if you do any changes in the code, again build docker build -t. I'm giving now Vera. Okay. Now this image, see build time only, except CMD, everything will be executed. Build time. Now Docker images. Docker inspect. Come on. CMD is what now? Python version. But this is not fixed now. Runtime, it may change if you give any argument. Understand? But if you not give any argument, it will take default CMD. Default means what? Python version. Now tell me guys, Docker run -dt Vera. Now CMD is what? Python version. Whatever that it will take. Clear what I'm where is the biniar here? Wait first. If I run, it will take which argument now? Default CMD. Now container continuously start or fail? Stop. Why? Go and check first. Docker run. How to check? Docker run. Okay. Docker ps-a. Take the container ID. They will ask in your interview, guys, how to debug and all. Copy. Docker. Which command? Why container is stopped? First, inspect the container ID. Check CMD command. No need to log in container. Stop it. If you say my container is stopped, how to debug? Don't say log. I will log in the container. Done. If you say that. Stopped container, are you able to log in? Close your interview. First, I will check. I have only one option, inspect only now. I'll go with inspect option. I will check what CMD instruction is there. Okay. Python -- version. So that's what the problem. Container is stopped. Now, so no process is running, right? Unable to log in. Now I'm going to, I want to log in this server container. Which ID? -it flag. Vera. To log in, any process should run, right? I'm taking bin bash process. Now this bin bash process is override of your CMD Python version. Now you are inside of the container. Let's open here, check now. Exit from here. Oh, don't exit from, okay, this is different container. Exit from here. Docker PS. Your container still running or exit now? Running. On which argument? Bin bash. This is replaced with bin bash is replaced with the default command python --- version. Clear now? That's what you are able to see, bin bash. That's what we should give at the. Now tell me one thing. The final question to you. If I give exit, container will stop or not? Or still run? Tell me. Stop. Why? This container is not running any default argument before. You have started this container by using bin bash argument. If you give psaux command, you can see only bin bash. So at that time, if you can give exit, automatically stop. That's what yesterday I have explained. Control PQ you can use. Control PQ you can use anytime. But stop, you can exit, you can use already running container only if you log in. Why? Running container inside already some process is running. If you exit also, bin bash only exit, but still the process is running. Python already seen right before. That's what the reason. Clear the concept? Now I will start from tomorrow Dockerfile. Understand guys, whoever missed today class, what will happen now? If they miss today class, I can say one thing. Impossible to understand this concept from YouTube. You can go and check any YouTube class. Completely confusing only. Not at all. Not at all. No one explain the container process in YouTube like this. Scenario based. Simply Dockerfile, run always this only. So understand, that's what I'm saying. Attend regular classes so that you can easily understand the concepts. I don't know how many classes of Docker means till complete. Maybe 1 week. We can see 20 Docker files here. Okay. I'm going to take now, okay, 2 minutes are there. Let me explain one concept. Docker pull Jenkins. This is image name of Jenkins. You can go and check even. Docker Hub. See, Jenkins. Image name only Jenkins. That's what I'm taking now. Course will end approximate April. Java, sorry, Azure completed, right? This batch. GCP 1 week, Ansible 1 week, Kubernetes 20 days, Docker 5 days. April 15th, maybe. First week or April 1st week. I don't know. When the course has started? November 15th. November 13th. December, Jan, February, March, April. Yeah. Oh, this is March end, right? Course will complete May first week, not April first week. 6 months, December, Jan, February, March, April, May. 6 months. I don't know, yeah. What's going on? Even Saturdays also I'm taking classes. Okay. Including workshops. Okay, I'm taking Jenkins image now. Okay. Tomorrow, regular class only, no workshop. Okay. If you need holidays, the course will be extend. I don't have any problem to give holiday tomorrow. Course will be extend only. I will not leave complete the syllabus. So course will extend. Docker images. You can see Jenkins image is there, right? Guys, tell me now how to run this image. Docker run -dt -p. Which port number? 8081 I'm giving for localhost. Right or not? And giving image name is what? Jenkins. Containers still run or not? We don't know. We don't know, right? Jenkins Docker file, how they have written in the CMD inside. So you can go and check the CMD. So Docker PS. So container is running. How to access? 8081. See, Jenkins. How to take this password? Here it will work. Cat from where? Inside container or outside container? Inside container or outside container? If you give cat command now, outside, katam. Cat Jenkins I have not installed on EC2 OS. If I run m install Jenkins something, it will run on EC2 OS. Now Jenkins is running on Docker host. If you need this password, what you can do? Log in a container, take that. You may get a doubt, Docker run -it. So now in this case, Docker exec -it, give a container ID. Next is what? Bin bash to login process to interact. Still Jenkins process also run background. Now you can give cat command. Oh. Take here. This is the password. See, before to install Jenkins, we have installed Java and something, but big process, right? With single image, simple image, login. That's what the power of containerization. Now tell me a simple question and I will close the session. This Jenkins image they are giving, right? The background they have written Docker file or not? Definitely they have installed Java or not? Yes. That's what you are able to work. You can go and check. Yeah, too fast. That's what containerization. You can go and check tag. You can take anything, no problem. Definitely. Yeah, this is a big Docker file they have written. See, OpenJDK Java. Without Java, it won't work, right? Yeah. Clear the concept? Online team. So please practice. Thank you. Bye-bye.